So, we're here for the first Clearnet review, the first of many I should say, with Byron Simcore.
And Peter doesn't actually have a nickname, so
you
guys need to come up with that.
They need to come. Okay, so apparently there's going to be some sort of competition, then I take it at some stage. Not today though. Today it is Assassin's Creed PC version
Director's Cut.
Director's Cut review.
Yeah.
So you've been playing this, and let's get right into it. Presentation and graphics, what do you think, man?
Well, Assassin's Creed Director's Cut. It's come out about 4 months after the PS3, Xbox 360 versions. Menu is very cool, and basically you're put in a machine called the Animus, and I mean the whole interface is basically put around that. So it's all about your memory. It's all about you have visual control over this machine. So the menus are very
cool.
innovative.
Yep.
Just a bit annoying when you actually want to quit the game. I mean, you have to quit out of the past or out of the memory, and then you go into the Animus setting, and then you quit out of that, and then you go to the main menu and you quit out of that. So it's about basically just Alt F4.
So basically they want you to be playing the game forever is what they're trying to do. So what are the graphics like in the game?
The graphics are great. I mean, with PC you're able to go on DirectX 10, so if you do have a powerful rig, I mean
Vista, I think you need Vista for DirectX 10.
It is quite demanding, the requirements.
Yeah.
But the graphics look amazing. I mean, there is DirectX 9 if you don't have Vista. So it's not a big issue, but basically they've made the game look beautiful. I mean, the cities, the sky, everything looks great. You couldn't complain.
So great looking game.
Yeah.
And then obviously the follow-up question to that would be, well, what about the sound? What about the music?
Well, you don't really notice the music at all, actually, I would say. I mean, maybe it's just because you're focusing on other things.
So much part of the background.
Yeah,
maybe.
but the sounds that you get out of the town, I mean, you have ambience from the villagers or the townspeople or beggars or crazy nuts, or there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But you're not distracted by this. I mean, you hear the things that you need to hear.
Okay.
So if there's someone that you need to be focused on in the game who's critical to a mission, you hear them.
So there's a little bit of plot-driven sound, which is probably quite different from a lot of other games where it's just background noise. And I guess that actually pushes it into the question of gameplay. Now, how well does the game play out?
Well, it's a great game. Basically, with Assassin's Creed, you play a guy called Desmond Miles, and he's been kidnapped and forced into this experiment called the Animus, and it reads his DNA to find things out about the past, or his descendant, his ancestor, who was called Altair. And so you play as Altair, and you're in the Third Crusade. I mean, it's 1191, and you're told by a leader of your faction, Ali Mualim, to assassinate certain people. And you basically go to a town. There's 4 towns in total. You've got Jerusalem, Damascus, Acre, and the Assassin's Town. And you can travel through the countryside to get there. But there's a whole lot of districts. Basically, you find out who you need to kill. You go to that district. You climb a vantage point, which gives you a view around of the area, and then that reveals submissions.
And so the submissions, do they drive the plot?
Yeah,
do you have to do them?
Basically, you go to do the submissions, and you might pickpocket someone or eavesdrop or have to assassinate someone or help out one of your own faction's people. And basically it gives you information on the end assassination target.
Okay.
So the only problem is that you only need to do 3 of these submissions in each district before you can assassinate that person. So you can actually get away with doing it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And there's no real point to carry on doing the rest of them, because the info that you get doesn't help you out that much.
And we were talking about before about, so do you get a feeling that there's a bit of a repeat going on here, or is it a...
It is a repetitive game. I mean, if you're not a guy who likes kind of a Hitman style kind of game, you might find this a bit repetitive. And frankly, some of the submissions are very repetitive.
Yeah.
But the rest of the game, the idea behind it is great. So I mean, it goes a bit both ways.
And to kind of just top it off and talk about the lasting appeal, so you're saying it's a bit repetitive, but not necessarily a really bad thing. We might see a sequel, I'm assuming. Could be a sequel in the works. So is it a game you play to the end and then you want to dive into the sequel, or do you play the game and then just keep repeating it until the sequel comes out?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of length to the game. I mean, it's a long game. I haven't finished it yet. I'm very close to the end. I'm one of the last 2 guys to assassinate. So if you want to unlock everything there is to the game, you're probably looking at 20 hours.
Yeah.
But there's not much point to playing it second time round really, unless you're just a nut who wants to finish all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the way it's going at the moment, it definitely looks like there's going to be a sequel.
Getting down to the nitty gritty, what kind of point would you like to give it? What kind of review score?
Well, I mean, because the gameplay is kind of repetitive, but they've got great ideas here. I mean, it's a complete free roam. It's the first game that I've seen where you can actually grab anything, basically. I mean, you can throw people into stalls, you can climb up or grasp anything, and that's what's so fun about it, just running over rooftops, kind of like parkour styles. Yeah. Parkour, sorry. And I would give the game, I mean, probably an 8 out of 10. I mean, it is a very good game.
It's a solid grade, 8 out of 10.
It is a very good game. The only thing that it doesn't have going for it is simply the repetition. So otherwise it would be perfect.
So would we say go out and buy it? Actually, what we would like to say, I think, is go out and buy it because it is a great game.
Yeah, it's worth owning.
But if you can't buy it for whatever reason, there is an opportunity for you to win a great pack. Yeah,
well, thanks to Ubisoft New Zealand. They've given us the super limited edition prize pack.
Yeah.
And so what we've got is we've got an Assassin's Creed Altair figurine, 1 of 3 in New Zealand. We've got
very rare,
an Assassin's Creed satchel bag so you can keep your stuff in.
Yeah.
And we've got an Assassin's Creed hoodie here for you. So, I mean...
3 great prizes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, thanks to Ubisoft for that. But we also have a copy of the game to give away with these. But what you need to do, if you want to enter this competition, just go to our competitions page. You need to answer the question that we answered in this, is what is the modern day character's name in Assassin's Creed? So that's the guy that is in the Animus. What is his name? And
that's all they need to do.
That's all you need to do.
Wish I could enter this.
You got a chance to win.
So that's pretty much it, man. I think we're wrapping it up, and thanks to Ubisoft for sorting us out with this cool stuff, and we'll see you in a review soon.